Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Friday, February 24th, and the energies in today adds up and reduce the number 6 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to today, the spirit animal associated with the day is the tarantula. So with the tarantula energy, I'm thinking about, say, the color yellow that is closest to the body, or it's really orange, but I mean, you might perceive it as something different. But the color yellow or orange closest to the body of the tarantula, and the color closest to the body is bringing me to, say, the third and the second chakra. But really the first, the second, and the third chakra is all present. And the first chakra is the root chakra, which is the color red. And it deals with, say, stability. It deals with structure. It deals with like feeling safe. And when we feel safe, we're able to go out into the world and create our wildest dreams, create life, live life according to our own terms. But when we feel unsafe, then we manifest a lot of things to confirm what it is that we're feeling, that we feel unsafe. And when I think of the tarantula energy, yeah, the color red is showing up to reflect on, the fact that you're safe. And if you don't feel safe, ask yourself questions like, why don't I feel safe? What can I do to feel safe? The color orange, which is associated with the sacral chakra, the second chakra, the color orange brings me to our ability to nurture, be patient, be reflective, and nurture ourselves as far as asking and checking in with ourselves to see what it is that we need and what it is that we feel, what it is that makes us feel nurtured. Because a lot of us, most of us, have been conditioned to think that we get nurtured or we feel nurtured from doing things that are really just grooming practices, and not realize that certain things that might make us feel nurtured is overlooked. Like, say, for example, a person with their moon in Cancer, but the moon is in the 12th house. So say the moon energy always helps me to reflect on ways to nurture ourselves. So with the moon in Cancer away in the 12th house, what might make this person feel nurtured is, say, taking a day out and kind of block out all the curtains, not really let too much lighting into the space, and watch a movie or watch something that is based on family, but there's a little bit of magic in there, or a lot of magic in there. A lot talking about the universe and different realms and dimensions, but at the same time, it's still a family-oriented type movie. The base is family and safety and security. So it's and something that makes you cry. And doing something like that is nurturing. It renews, it's renewing to the soul. I think of say Moon in Leo and the whole Leo energy dealing with, say, courage and doing things that make you feel courageous. Whether you're watching something where someone shows signs of courage, or someone is serving others, and you know what it is that they're doing is so courageous and it's emotional, it makes you feel like empowered. And also to you do things that it allows you to express courage and be of service, where you feel good about yourself. Like it's things like that sometimes that'll make us feel nurtured, and we overlook those things. Or I think of, like, say, Moon and Sag, where a person, Moon and Sag in the third house, where a person might feel nurtured by getting in the car and going for quick road trips. Quick road trips that's like an hour long or so, or getting on the public transportation within your home, your local community, and taking it to the next community over. You're not going that far, but just, you know, going on the adventure and exploring these local places, and even, say, learning some history while you do it. But it's like you're learning and exploring might be something that makes you feel nurtured, and not so much going to get your nails done and your hair done, which is more like grooming. So the color orange talks about nurturing and how we nurture. And it's important for us to know what we need personally to feel nurtured, because whatever it is that we need to feel nurtured, we're only going to get more out of ourselves, because we're going to feel more in aligned and just motivated in a positive space. And the color yellow is a creative, expressive energy. The color yellow is us giving birth to something, us allowing ourselves to express ourselves freely and not police ourselves. Like, I think of, say, for me, how I used to think that I was shy, and I would tell myself that I'm shy until I started paying attention to words. And I used to say to be shy is to be timid, but I'm not a timid person, because that's not how I feel on the inside. So I stopped using that word, and then say, but then why do I feel the way I do? Got to the bottom of the way I feel. And now I challenge myself to utilize every moment with no regret. Meaning, like, say if there was an opportunity for you to meet someone that you look up to, and when you met them, you allowed yourself to play small as far as being so afraid and so shy. So you missed out on the opportunity to, like, express yourself, share your thoughts with that person, just share the moment, because you got in your head and started feeling insignificant based on, you know, conditioning thoughts that you were, you know, conditioned to have. So you start judging yourself and thinking things that isn't so, and you miss out on the opportunity. And now you sit back with regret, wondering, damn, like, I wonder what would have happened if I didn't freeze up, if I didn't shut down, if I didn't panic and avoid the opportunity on the whole. So for me, like, I don't want to ever have those moments. So I challenge myself now to, like, be authentic in the moment. And the moment could be as simple as me in the grocery store, and I'm curious about something, and I see someone next to me looking at the same thing, and they look like they know. And, you know, I ask them, what is this? Have you had it? And this, that, and the next. Or before, I won't ask them, because whatever reason I'm thinking, or I might go look for someone who works there, because they would know. Like, just be in the moment. Like, I challenge myself to now be in the moment 100%. So when I look at the tarantula energy, I think of the color red, which is feeling safe within ourselves. The color orange, which is nurturing and observant and emotionally aware, emotionally available, aware of ourselves on an emotional level, and also aware of what's happening around us. And the number 3, which is the color yellow, the solar plexus, which is a childlike energy. Allow ourselves to be authentic in every moment, because it goes back to color red, the first chakra. I feel safe. The number 2, the sacral chakra. I am emotionally aware of my surroundings and I feel safe. And the number 3, the color yellow, let me be free and express myself within this moment. So when I think of those energies, I jump to say the energies in the day adding up and reducing to the number 6 vibration. And how the number 6 energy is a material energy. It deals with the physical realm. It deals with things on a tangible and a material level. And the number 6 energy, with it dealing with things on a material level, this is where our success is determined based on the things that we have, the things that we own, the way how we show up, how we look. This is where a person will say, I would be successful if I was 20 pounds heavier, or if I was 2 feet taller, or if I had this kind of car or this kind of partner or whatnot. So with the number 6 energy being one that's always looking around itself to determine, where it's at and its worth based on everything else around it, I think of, say, the tarantula energy, and realizing that we're safe. We're safe within ourselves. We have everything that we need in every moment, even when it doesn't feel that way. And true success should be determined. True success should come from how we're growing emotionally and spiritually, and not from anything else. Because if true success comes from how we're growing emotionally and spiritually, we can gain everything, lose it, and gain it back just as quick, because we're growing on an emotional and a spiritual level. So when I look at, say, the energies in the day and the tarantula, to me, it's important for us to reflect and ground ourselves within ourselves. I am safe. I am safe. What am I feeling? What am I hearing? What am I sensing? Am I allowing myself to just be? Or am I restricting myself in this moment because I feel like, I am not equipped to speak up in this conversation, because only the people who are speaking up here are people who have this degree, that degree, or this level of education, and I'm only self-taught, so I'm going to step back. No, step into yourself. Are you safe? Yes, you're safe. And fear is false evidence appearing real. So there's no true threat here. So the fear that I'm feeling comes from feeling insignificant and insecure, and nurture myself. What do I need in this moment? Because a lot of us, we're not conditioned to nurture ourselves. We're conditioned to look outside of ourselves for guidance and completely dismiss what's happening within. So on the inside, we might have certain needs, but we're going to dismiss those needs and reflect on what's happening on what's happening outside of us. And we're so used to doing this to the point that, dramatic things have to happen in order for us to realize that, we're not okay. So when it comes to, say, the energies within the day, the tarot associated with the day is the 6 of Cups in the upright position. And the 6 of Cups in the upright position, as you can see on the card, one person is offering another person a cup. So with one person offering another person a cup, the number 6 is an energy that deals with relationship and romance. And the day, the 24th, when I think of the 24th, like the number 2 comes together with another 2 becomes 1. The number 4 is foundation building. And the number 6 energy is community responsibility. So for some people, to me, the energies within this day, and then Venus ruling over the day, to me, this is a great day for, say, someone to get engaged, or, ask for, like, make a commitment, because the number 6 energy does deal with commitments and things like that. The only challenges to me is, say, a person feeling like having imposter syndrome and feeling like they feel this way about me. I don't know, like, not me. So it's like we assume that other people's interactions with us is going to be negative, where someone's looking to use or take advantage or something negative because we feel that way about ourselves. But Friday energy is ruled by Venus. So with the day being the 24th, the number 6 energy ruling the day, the 6 of Cups energy coming out, to me, this is a day that feels very community oriented. The moon is also in Taurus. So this is a day where, getting together with other people, connecting with other people, say someone going out on a date, being asked on a date, or taking a relationship to the next level, or focusing on the relationship, or some things that can come up with the energies of today. And some of us could also find ourselves worrying about our financial situations, worrying about security, stability, if there's enough, reflecting on our situation and being a little bit ungrateful. It's like, okay, Creator, universe, God, I'm grateful for this, that, or the next, but what about a little bit more? What about as much as this person has or that person has? Is that kind of vibe I'm getting from the day also. It's like that whole comparison thing. So this is that day where it's like, yeah, you could go on social media and forget how much you've grown, how much you've achieved, and start comparing yourself, your progress to someone else's, and beating yourself up unnecessary. So that's one aspect of it. But the moon is conjunct North Node in Taurus. So the moon is in Taurus and it's conjunct the North Node. North Node is destiny. So the inner world is reflecting on destiny in relation to the things you want to own, having a partner that looks a certain way, or a partner that's sociably celebrated, someone that looks like someone from the movies, or, it's that kind of material energy. So to me, with moon and Taurus, this is where a lot of focus and reflection can be on that. So it's like on one aspect of the day, someone might approach you or show interest, but it's like hard for you to allow or accept that, because it's like, well, if only they were taller, because they make me feel short next to just superficial, nonsensical things coming up with that energy is what's standing out. I look at Pluto squaring the moon conjunct the North Node. So Pluto energy is transformative. Pluto energy is real. Pluto is raw energy. The death, rebirth of something, but like getting straight to the point, the truth of the matter. So with Pluto squaring the moon, to me, this is where it's like the inner world doesn't want to reflect on that kind of heavy energy. Pluto energy feels heavy. It's like we don't want to have that kind of conversation right now. It's like I'll rather just enjoy my delusion, if that's what I'm in when it comes to this situation. I prefer to dwell in that instead of focusing on the heavier stuff that Pluto wants me to reflect on when it comes to the energies in the day. Overall, today doesn't feel too heavy to me. If anything, like with Venus ruling over the day, because today's Friday and Venusian energy rules over Friday, and Venus is in Aries. So this is where we value ourselves, we value our image. So with a lot of focus and emphasis on that aspect of the day, we can find ourselves overspending with Moon and Taurus, retail therapy, using retail therapy to feel better, or using retail therapy to escape the moment, or say, scrolling through social media and see what everybody else is doing and how we're not doing enough, or pick on our body or our appearance and things like that. So those are some things that can come up with the energies of the day. But overall, it just feels more social than anything. A need to social, get together with other people, or just go out and people watch, or go on social media and interact more. It's like, okay, I normally never leave a comment, but I'm going to leave a comment today, is that kind of vibe I'm getting with the energies. But yeah, it's just, to me, the numbers within today and the placements would remind me of a day to get married, a day to get married, day to get engaged. It just feels very relationship oriented. It just feels relationship oriented to me. So focus on relationships, us in relation to other people, us in relation to other things. The only thing about it is the 4 from the day being the 24th and everything adding up to the number 6. Those energies could be so fixated on where you are materially, financially, even though you already have a savings. It's like, okay, but I'm not making money fast enough, or I don't have the things that I should have because, like that's just not the latest car, or that's just not the latest this, that, or the next. To me, other than fussing over those unnecessary things and, you know, balance, putting us, like I think of Libra energy and putting ourselves on one part of the scale and then comparing people, places, and things to ourselves. Like if you're not doing that, then awesome. Because when it comes to, say, days like today, to me, it's important to reflect on how much you're growing emotionally and spiritually and use that to, you know, big yourself up, because to me, that's more of a level up than anything else. But this is my message for Friday, February 24th. If you'd like to book a reading with me or check out my exclusive contents on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. If you're still here with me, I would love to hear about it. Please let me know by dropping me a white heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.